Hey, what's up? How's it going, guys? It's me, Matt from Diazable, coming at you with a new music review. Oh, yeah. Today I am checking out the legendary Darkest Hour with their album called Perpetual Terminal. I think I said that right. If you don't know who Darkest Hour are, they are a American metalcore band that's been around since the mid 1990s and are based out of DC, Washington DC. And they were known for being one of the newer metal acts back in the mid 90s to push that whole metal and hardcore sound together. And they have just really worked really hard for the past 30 plus years and just carving out their own style and their own groove of thrashy riffs, tight drumming, intense vocals. And on their 10th studio album, they're still doing a good job. They're still pushing hard. They're not giving up. They're not slowing down anytime soon. And it's impressive. It's super impressive that everyone's got to give them praise, give them their flowers now before anything happens. So this is my moment. Give it up to Darkest Hour for still being out here making metal, making heavy music. Yeah. You know what Darkest Hour and Pepperoni Pizza have in common? They're both classics in their respected fields because they never do anything too crazy and they never really disappoint you. Just like a great comfort food like pepperoni pizza, Darkest Hour is a great comfort band that serves their purpose of, being like giving you the right amount of like heavy, the right amount of like length in terms of songs, and just, when those moments where I don't know what to listen to, Darkest Hour. I don't know what to eat, pepperoni pizza. The classics never fail. And once again, Darkest Hour have not failed again. It feels like a very classic metalcore album with all the basic essentials that you want from metalcore without being over the top. The album is filled with their signature style of groovy riffs, simple and tasteful drumming, very rich bass playing, vocals that still sound fresh like and strong as ever when they first released their first couple albums in the early 2000s and late 90s. They still are really tapped in. Everything on this album from this 30-year-old band is, just that perfect balance of never being overly amazing to never being underly disappointing. They find a really good balance of, just making everything sound good. The riffs on this album have a particularly old school metalcore feel to them, and they sound really dope. Particularly on the songs "A Prayer to the Holy Death" and "Goddess of War, Give Me Strength, Give Me Something to Die For." They just can really rip and go hard on these songs. So I want to play a clip of "Goddess" for you, so you get a sense of those old school metalcore riffs they have. Ripping and killing it. And the riffs are consistently really crunchy and dense throughout this album. And some good examples of that sound is on the opening track, Perpetual Terminal and New Utopian Dream. The riffs have a really dense and just hard feel to them here. It's really nice. Drums are able to keep a really good tempo for all the songs, and they add some nice double kicks to, spice up the songs, to add some nice flair to their songs that give it that very like Darkest Hour feel slash, that typical classic metalcore feel. And I think a good example of that is on the song "The Nihilist Undone." His drumming here sounds really, really good and really tight. So here's a clip. Ooh, so nice. The drumming, it doesn't really falter too much. It's able to keep the band on time and keep everything really tight. So there's never really any real issues with the drums. And they sound particularly really well timed and paced out on the song "Love Is Fear" and "My Only Regret." Bass playing on this album is very like lower in the mix while, being quite subtle and just having a very heavy weight to it. It never really sticks out throughout the album, but you can hear it and feel its presence throughout all the songs. So it never feels like it was forgotten. It just doesn't have any moments to shine, but that's okay because it's doing its job of adding some weight to the songs. In terms of the vocals, like I said, classic pepperoni pizza, never overdoing it, never underwhelming. They're doing a good job of sounding very harsh and very metally. Like he's doing a good job. He knows his job and he does it very well. Very distinctive and good screamer. But I will say on the song Socialite Bio, he does have a bit of a bigger and bolder sound there, and it sounds really good. So here's a clip of that for you right now. Very nice. The fact that they add some clean vocals like on the song Mausoleum to help give the album a more refreshing and not so repetitive feel to it. So that was a good call on their part to add some clean vocals and have a softer song in the mix. I would say almost everything on this album is riding that fine line of like not being like horrible or just being mid, but also not being like amazing and like genre changing. They're riding that fine line of like their own sound and sticking with it and never, doing too much. They're doing everything so good and solid on this record. And so sticking with that formula, it can backfire on you sometimes with certain artists and bands, while others like this is a good example of like, there's nothing wrong with riding that formula after you've been doing it for so long if you can do it well. And I think Darkest Hour have proven that they know how to write good metalcore songs. They know when to change things a little bit, but also keep giving the fans what they want. Like the classic pepperoni pizza analogy. It's just the right thing you want to hear at the right time. Or, when you don't know what you want, it always satisfies you. It never fails you. So I would say this new album from Darkest Hour, it's done its job very well. Kept keeping the band alive, keeping them going, and making some good music. So I would give this newest Darkest Hour album a good and solid 8 out of 10. Links down below. Check out Darkest Hour. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think. Give me some recommendations. Like always, I'm Matt from Diazable, and see you in the pit. I've been thinking good things about you.